The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Today it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Cousins. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jamin Davis from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Badgley's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses, they can avoid giving them up. But they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action, he wants to throw it. That's going to be caught. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
To throw, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Gibson to start the drive. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
He stiff arms him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Robinson with another carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They run the draw here with Robinson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got an open man, it's Pringle. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Brissett. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the red zone now, Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Brissett. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Jahan Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Able to slither by. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On play action, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. From the 29, here's second and a yard. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 23 yards on the play.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Brissett. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brissett. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On play action, Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra, it didn't pay off in that situation.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In motion, the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Brissett. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
To throw, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Brissett. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And taken right on the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Brissett.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, Brissett.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Brissett.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Brissett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Brissett.
And he finds McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Alex Arma, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. First down. Here's Cousins. Addison hauls it in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, Cousins again. Over the middle and complete to Addison. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Brissett now. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brissett now on second down. Thomas has got it, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. In motion goes the tight end.
Handoff now to Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Brissett's throw taken in by Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They go play action with Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in preview.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. Shoves him away. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll try to throw now. Brissett powering forward. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Brissett. This is caught. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Try to power it in with Arma, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Alex Arma with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vikings head out to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fournette on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Open man is Osborne.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Brissett.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Slide for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 27. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again, Brissett. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 3-yard line.
Robinson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
He'll try again, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Cousins on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. The end result, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them.